Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and a place some of the game's immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Badgers will kick it away first. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it from the gun. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Cornhuskers in the hurry up. Thomas back to pass. Finds the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Huskers will have it first and 10. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Just feeds the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. He wants to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Throws to the tight end. It's complete. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. With jet sweep pass. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Thomas looking to fire. He got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Cornhuskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevell to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Tight end getting vertical. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Badger!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you look
running toward the tape. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Took just 1 play, and they got it almost to midfield. 1st down from the 49. Going to the running game. At the 40, there he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback checking the play. Thomas back to pass. Going for 6. And the ball is intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. And the Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. The give out of the gun. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Razor, check.
He'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Running it back, it's Beck. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Nebraska!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll ride his man on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the target. Makes a connection. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Flips it out to the back. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The hand to the running back. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got it past the marker. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by a field goal over the Royals. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going with the ground game left. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Thomas looking to fire. He's got his man. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Huskers are in the hurry up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
How about the tight end using his size to his advantage? He's a massive target. Does a nice job securing the catch, and then you see his ability once he has the football in his hands.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. They'll run it from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. A 3rd and long coming up here. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Down Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good for a 28-14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Offense gets set for second down. These corners backing off a bit. Wants to throw on second down. Looking for a deep man. And he's got it inside the 35. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Huskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having an
open runway ahead. Inside the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Badgers. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Snap in the shotgun. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Huskers moving quickly to the line. Thomas back to pass. Unleashes it. Complete to the right. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Thomas looking to fire. Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection on third down. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on second down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Quarterback will audible. Thomas back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Husker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops from and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Finds his big tight end. Tackled after picking up the first down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Getting some heat. At the 35, he's open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll fire to his right. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
25.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide out in motion. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Hold and fire complete. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. The Huskers get it past the sticks.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Thomas looking to fire. He tries to take the top off. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Nebraska! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Now on 1st down from the 43.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 20, he's got space. Kept it and he's past the marker. He sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Vanderbilt is running away with things. And boy, if this keeps up, the party is on in Nashville tonight. They're up by 38 over the Royals. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Thomas back to pass. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw for it. Finds his back in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Snap it to the back. Still on his feet. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.